I have a question. Why only now all these things are coming out? I want you to listen to Dr. Chetty, and everything here is allegedly. But before, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything. It just helps my channel. I appreciate every one of you.
To say to you guys that the level of corruption that you're seeing being executed by friends and family, party supporters, members of the PPP, one of the strategies, one of the mechanisms, one of the platforms they're using to steal the money, I am the mastermind behind designing and implementing that strategy. With that said, I would like to say to you guys, all Guyanese, friends of Guyanese, everyone in the world, I apologize. I sincerely and deeply apologize because I did not know that I was being used at the time when I was called to do the work for the PPP party. I previously said in another video that they do not want me to come and talk. They want to silence me. Well, I am here to talk. And I'm going to detail to you as short as I can. I've written down some stuff here on a piece of paper to as guide as I go along. I don't do this. You guys know I don't write things on paper. I just come and talk. But I need to articulate this video for structure. I need this video to have a structure. So I hope that this video is not long. I hope you're willing to listen keenly. And I would very much urge you to take what I'm about to say in this video and you do the same thing. Exactly what I taught them, what I designed for the PPP operatives, party supporters and members, the strategies, this one particular strategy I gave to them, which they're currently using to thief the oil monies and other natural resource monies. This is the way in which they're funding their party supporters, family and friends. This is the way they're partnering with foreign businesses to steal the money. I'm going to give you the strategy that I taught them. You hear what I just said? That I designed and gave to them. So you can do the same thing. And when you do it, and you approach them and they fail to give you what is rightfully yours through the same legal mechanism that I taught them, let's see what happens then. So the first thing I'd like to say is that when the PPPC went back into office, when they hoisted David Granger and the APNU AFC coalition out of power, let me say that again. When the PPP hoisted David Granger and the APNU AFC out of power and installed Orphan Ali as president and Mark Phillips was appointed as prime minister, they called me. I'm one of those persons they called because I'm one of those persons with the brains. I want you guys to know that these people that I did this work for, these PPP operatives, most of them, if not all of them, they're uneducated, unintelligent, and very much incompetent. So they need people like me who got the brains to teach them, articulate stuff for them, set the foundation for them, have the platform in place, and then lead them on what to do. So I received a call at or about September 13th in 2020 when the PPP was installed. That call was from a member, a family member of the Dalrymple family. In Camberville in Georgetown, Guyana, we refer to our family as the Rice family in Camberville. The family name is the Dalrymple family. I received a call from one of the family members whom I would more likely associate with, who know me well, who I trust, and I have respect for her. But she told me she wants me to do some work for her sisters, her cousins, and the other family members, nieces and so on, who are in the family. And this work is related to activities they want to execute via government projects. These government projects were supposed to be doled out through the various ministries, more specifically the Ministry of Local Government, which is run by Dharam Lal and Anand Prasad. Other ministries that I would have prepared proposals for the groups and sent out to is the Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sports, which is currently being run by Charles Ramson Jr. Other ministry would be the Ministry of Labor, which is run by other old miserable guy name. I don't ever remember his name. That guy, Ministry of Labor. Now, the first group that was formed was the Camberville Community Development Group. The leader of this group, the head of this group, was Karen Nichols. There are other members within the group that I listed in the constitution for the group that I prepared, such as our daughter, Ravana Nichols. Niece or cousin, Felicia Tinney, and her boyfriend or husband, Roger Cambridge. There are other persons, such as Hodiah Moore, and many others that were there, that were part of the Camberville Community Development Group that I created. Now, this group was created with a full constitution. It was created with a declaration. I did a declaration for it. I had multiple meetings with them explaining the procedures. And then it was my task to develop or design various projects and then put them under one umbrella of a complete program. The first proposal I completed had about, if I'm correct, 5 projects inside. One for COVID, one for cleanup, one for vocational education, one for sports, and one for construction and repair of the Camberville Community Center, which everybody knows as the Pan Yard. For each of these projects, I prepared well-designed quantities, budgets. I did budgets for them in Excel. And I prepared quantities for all construction and repair works. Since I'm on the quantities thing, I want you guys to know, back in 2006, I worked as an assistant engineer with a company that was stationed on Durban Street known as Frangar General Contracting and Consultancy. While I was there, I was able to meet a man named Mr. Winston Ivor Coates. I will honestly say to you that I don't know if Mr. Coates is alive or dead. And I don't know I can't tell the last time I've seen Mr. Coates and spoken with Mr. Coates since I left there in 2006. But why I'm telling you about Mr. Coates is because Mr. Coates is a recognized and senior engineer in Guyana. And Mr. Coates' work is known by the government of Guyana. So the proposals that I prepared, the structure of the quantities I used is the structure that was given to me by Mr. Winston Ivor Coates. So for those persons now who are currently in the ministries that takes in the proposals, if the structure looks familiar to you and you're aware of the structure, it's because the structure was a structure that I use, that was given to me by Mr. Winston Ivor Coates, which is the very same structure I use to create the quantities and the tables, the bill of quantities for the projects that I did for the PPP groups. The PPP groups in the beginning was one. After I completed the first one for the Campbellville Community Development Council, that went to a budget of over 42 million Guyana dollars. One project, one proposal. Within that proposal, there are up to 5 different projects, all totaling over 42 million Guyana dollars. And let me say this outright. That is the cheapest proposal I did for the PPP group. Listen again. 42 million Guyana dollars. And that was the cheapest one. The one with the smallest budget that I did for the Campbellville Community Development Group, which is an arm, one of the arms of the PPPC. I was later contacted and told I need to prepare a few more. So I'll just say them outright. I prepared one for a young lady. Let me go with the easier ones first, that I didn't get much trouble with. There's a very popular young man that lives in Lodge, Upper Durban Street. His name is Obed Brasilio. We all know who Mr. Brasilio is. I respect that man. So when I heard that I got an opportunity, I was given an opportunity to prepare proposals for the son of D. Brasilio that I know, I said, wow, it's a great opportunity. Somewhere along the line, his father is going to hear what I did and he's going to compliment me. And as much as you might be questioning why I'm smiling and I'm pleased to speak about the Brasilio family and Obed Brasilio, I'll get straight to that in this. Straight to that is because Obed Brasilio is the only person who paid me part of the money to prepare the proposals. Out of the 4 proposals I did, Obed Brasilio is the only person who paid me part of the money. So in this video, I will make it clear that I have no issue with the Brasilios, because even if they did not get the project or the contract through, they did still make the attempt and they did pay me part of what was due to me. Thank you very much for that. The next person I was contacted to communicate with is a man named Mr. Michael Williams of John Street, Campbellville. Obed Brasilio project name or group that I formed for him was the Lodge Working Russ Community Development Council. And that was just about the 5th of November 2020. For Mr. Williams' project was designed at or about the 19th of November 2020. The name of his group was the New Wave Movement Community Development Council, John Street, Campbellville, or Section K, Campbellville. To this day, Mr. Williams still haven't paid me or made an attempt to pay me for the documents I prepared. To this day, Karen Nichols and the rest of the Rice or the Rimple family were part of the group. Ravana Nichols, Valencia Tinney, Roger Cambridge, and all these people have never made an attempt to contact me to pay me what is due to me. I already prepared these documents, submitted them to all of them, printed them, and they were submitted to the Ministry of Local Government, as I said. and other ministries, but I've never been paid. Now I want you guys to know, anyone watching this video, and you know any of these names I'm calling, tag them in, tag them. Yeah, tag them. If you have the number, call them and say, hey, the man on Facebook talking about y'all. Tag them. Let them come and hear me saying I never got paid. The PPPC government and the instruction coming through the Ministry of Local Government from Dharamlal and Anpasad. I can get to the DJs them just now. Hold on. That's for the end of the video. And the instructions from these persons told their party supporters to prepare these proposals. I'm the person, I'm the consultant, I'm a consultant. Those who don't know, now you know. Those who do know, well, yes, I'm a consultant. I can prepare any document.
So he made an apology to the Guyanese people. Everything here is allegedly, but I want you to go and comment. What do you think?